Hello students, good morning to all of you. So please check your audio and video once so that we can start the class. Please respond in the comment section of the video. Is everything all right? Audio and video? Suresh, Prakash, rest of the students. Rest of the students. Joseph, okay. Okay students, in last class we were discussing about the preamble, okay. So I was saying that regarding the preamble we were discussing about principles involved in the preamble such as sovereignty, socialism and democratic as well, okay. In last class we discussed that Indian democracy, it is facing with few problems such as criminalization of politics, okay, and various other forms, criminalization of politics and other forms, okay. Let's see, okay. Okay, let's see. So in this criminalization of politics, we discussed that. So to reduce the criminalization of politics, we introduced few norms such as Right to Information Act and few other acts. Even we introduced the VVPAT to bring more transparency in the election related issues. Okay, so these are the things we discussed in the last class. The last class we ended our class with the republic, that is, in India or any country, if public offices are open to everyone, that is known as republic. We discussed in the class, okay. And India is a country which is having the elected head. In republic, generally the head of the country will be the elected one, okay. Head of the state will be the elected one. So India is called as republic. We discussed. So now we'll discuss about the justice, okay. So in the preamble, the nature of state is described as, in the preamble, nature of Indian state. In preamble, nature of Indian state. Regarding this, we already discussed about sovereign, okay. We discussed about socialist and secular we did not discuss. We supposed to discuss in separate way, democratic and republic. These four principles we discussed in the last class. Okay. Are we clear? Okay. Please, whoever attending the class, please include your names. Okay. So far, Suresh, Prakash, Joseph and Asha Jyoti, you put your comments. Rest of the students also. Please include your names. Who are all the rest of the students? Okay, Sandhya. Fine, not an issue. So in last class, we discussed about this nature of Indian state. Now we discuss about objectives of the preamble. What are the objectives preamble would like to achieve? Objectives preamble like to achieve. We all know that justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. These are the objectives of the preamble. So regarding the justice, if you look at the concept of justice, okay, in any system, whether you take the monarchy or whether you take the democracy, in any system, justice is the most foundational value. It is the most foundational value. Justice. Most foundational value. Why are you calling it as a most foundational value? Because without justice, the system cannot survive. Okay? Without justice, the system cannot survive. You all know that. Okay? Very popularly, the theory of justice, which was very proposed by John Rawls. Okay? John Rawls described that justice is one of the architectonic principle. That means the most important principle of a state. Okay, tell me students, in Indian Constitution, the concept of justice we borrow from which country? In Indian Constitution, the concept of justice we borrow from which country? Tell me students. The concept of justice we borrowed from which country? In Indian Constitution, the concept of justice we borrowed from which country? Tell me. USSR, very good. The concept of justice is borrowed from USSR. Okay, USSR. And you also know that students, we try to achieve various forms of the justice in the Constitution: social justice, economic justice, political justice. Social, economic and political justice. Out of that, first justice we would like to achieve is always the social justice. Okay, justice is also social justice, economic justice and political justice. Out of this, the first foundation one is the social justice. Without that, there is no point of achieving the economic justice and political justice. This is about the concept of justice. Next, regarding the liberty and equality. Okay, liberty and equality. You know students, liberty and equality, these are the most inseparable features. These are the most inseparable features. That means these two features we cannot separate. These are the most essential requirement of the any particular state, both liberty as well as the equality. Why? Because for example, if you have liberty, okay, liberty without equality, liberty without equality, okay, you have liberty but you did not have the equality, then what will happen? Only people with higher powers, they will get more rights. That means it leads to the exploitation, it leads to the exploitation, and it also leads to the inequality. It also leads to inequality. So these two things it leads to. Very, very important. If you have a liberty without equality, then whoever have more powers, they will be more, more powerful, and they will exploit the others. This resulted to exploitation and inequality. And the other way around, equality, okay, equality without liberty, equality without liberty, okay. If you like to keep everyone equal, you are not giving liberty to them, you are not giving freedom to them, then what will happen? You are restricting the individual, okay, you are restricting the individual, restriction of individual, restriction of individual, restriction of individual. So these two things, okay. So liberty without equality is not a good idea, and equality without liberty is also not good idea. So that is the reason we have to do what? We have to maintain the balance between the, we have to maintain, okay, we have to maintain the balance between the equality and liberty, equality and liberty. That is a very, very essential. The balance between the liberty and equality has to be maintained. Very, very important. Okay, good. Abuse of power, yes, you are right. And one more thing here, you have to remember, all this liberty, equality, fraternity, liberty, equality and fraternity, liberty, equality and fraternity, okay, fraternity. So these are inspired from the French Revolution, and B.R. Ambedkar was much inspired by the French Revolution. I already told to you, okay, he was much inspired by French Revolution. So with this, we are done with the liberty, equality and fraternity. Of course, fraternity is all about the promoting the brotherhoodship among the people of India, okay, so that we can promote the unity and integrity of the country. So this is regarding the preamble. So now, whatever we discussed, this one, now I will give some notes. Are we clear regarding the conceptual point of view, regarding the preamble topic? Are we clear, students? Please give the confirmation. I will give some notes. Then we will move on to the next topic, that is the amendability of the Constitution. That is what our next topic will be, the constitutional amendment. Constitutional amendment. Yes, we are clear, yeah? Okay. Now take notes. Take notes. We are done with the notes up to what? Up to socialism, yeah? We are done notes up to socialism or democracy also? Please give the confirmation. Up to which topic we are done with the notes? socialism. Now take the heading democracy. Okay, democracy. Take the heading democracy. Democracy. In Indian Constitution, in Indian Constitution, in Indian Constitution, democracy implies, in Indian Constitution, democracy implies the form of government, the form of government, the form of government which is getting authority from the people, the form of government which is getting authority from the people, which is getting authority from the people through regular elections, through regular elections, through regular elections, through regular elections, through regular elections. Next point. In India, democracy in preamble, democracy in preamble, democracy in preamble is not only political, but it is also social and economic democracy. But it is also social and economic democracy. 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 Now next, take this heading, ADR versus Union of India. ADR versus Union of India. ADR versus Union of India. Write down. In this judgment, Supreme Court described democracy is a way of life. Democracy is a way of life. Democracy is a way of life which requires active participation of the people, which requires active participation of the people and regular elections, regular elections. Next point. One of the major problems Indian democracy is facing is, one of the major problem Indian democracy is facing is criminalization of politics. Criminalization of politics. Criminalization of politics. Criminalization of politics. Next point. Take this heading. Lily Thomas case. Lily Thomas case. Lily Thomas case. In this case, Supreme Court struck down. In this case, Supreme Court struck down Section 8, Clause 4. Section 8 in brackets 4. Section 8, Clause 4 of the Representation of People Act 1951. Of the Representation of People Act 1951. Representation of People Act 1951. Okay. Which ruled that politicians will not get any protection. Politicians will not get any protection. Politicians will not get any protection from the conviction. From the conviction. From the conviction. Next point. To improve Indian democracy. To improve Indian democracy. To improve Indian democracy. We introduced new laws such as Right to Information Act, citizenship charters, and social audit. So tell me, students, which one is the best example for a social audit, where you will see social audit in the Indian Constitution? Which one is a good platform, I mean to say? Panchayats, very good. Panchayats. In panchayats especially, we can see the social audit in Gram Sabhas. In panchayat especially, we can see social audit in Gram Sabhas. Okay. Tell me, students, which article deals with the Gram Sabha? Which article deals with the Gram Sabha? As Manrega, we have social audit. Gram Sabha is the best example. Two 243A. Very good. 243A. Fine. Next. Take the heading Republic. First point. According to the concept of republic, India is having elected head of the state. India is having elected head of the state. It implies that all the public offices are open to everyone. All the public offices are open to everyone. All the public offices are open to everyone. Next, take the heading. Justice. Indian government try to secure following forms of justice to all its citizens. Following forms of justice to all its citizens. Written, number 1, social justice. Social justice. Take hyphen. It includes abolition of caste, class and gender-based inequalities to provide dignity to everyone. Next, economic justice. It tries to achieve equal distribution of wealth. Next, political justice. It represents political equality. Among all the people. Among all the people. Like universal adult franchise. So, universal adult franchise. Listen students, here universal adult franchise means everyone who is above the age of 18 years, they should get voting rights. Okay, tell me students, which article deals with the universal adult franchise in the Indian Constitution? Which one is dealing with the universal adult franchise? Article 326. And tell me students, actually now we are having the voting age for 18 years. Previously we used to have 21 years, yeah? If you remember, through which amendment we reduced the voting age from 21 years to 18 years. Through which amendment we reduced the voting age from 21 years to 18 years. Tell me. (61st Constitution Amendment Act). 61 Constitution Amendment Act. Prakash, I think it is 1989 year. Check once. 61 Constitution Amendment Act. It must be 1989. Check once. Next, take this reading. Fraternity. Fraternity. You can take anything, either fraternity, liberty, or equality. Write down fraternity. Fraternity. Fraternity is all about respecting each other's rights, respecting each other's rights, and not creating any inconvenience and not creating any inconvenience to others, and agreeing with disagree and promoting brotherhoodship among all the people, to promote the unity and integrity of the nation, unity and integrity of the nation. Next, equality. Take hyphen. The term equality means no section of society has any special privileges, and all the people have given equal opportunities. For everything without any discrimination. Next, liberty. Next, liberty. The term liberty means freedom for the people. To choose their way of life. Freedom for the people to choose their way of life. Now, take the surrounding. Connection between liberty and equality. Liberty and equality. Connection between liberty and equality. Okay. First, liberty without any equality. May create dominance of few sections of the society. Sections of few societies. Few societies. Next, equality without liberty. May restrict individual freedom. may restrict individual freedom, may restrict individual freedom, individual freedom. Okay, so with this we are done with the topic of preamble, students. With this we are done with the topic of preamble, and if you have any doubts regarding this, ask me, otherwise we will move on to the next one. Okay, please check once. If you have any doubts, please ask me. Are we clear? Let's start with the amendability of Constitution. Let's start with the amendability of Constitution. Are we clear, students? Audio is not clear. Please check once. Okay, just give me 1 minute. I'll try to fix the problem. Online students, now please give your confirmation. Is everything alright? Okay, please check the audio now. Is video alright? Is the screen? Is the screen is alright? Video? Please check the audio. Okay students, I am trying to restart this. Okay, I will share the link again in the group. We'll try it. It seems some technical issues are coming up. Did you get it? Did you get my message? If it is a different link, I will share again. But if it's same link, so I'll share the link.